Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to jump in with this final budget update for the month of January. That's right. I'm trying to remember to close out the budget. And so here we are. We're going to do all of the budgeting things. We did get a child support. The last little bit of child support did come in. And so I'm going to put that into my spreadsheet and just kind of see if I can't reconcile and get closer to what I know is in my bank account. I have a little bit less than $100 in there just because I know some stuff will post out before I get paid on Friday. And I just want to make sure that there's plenty in there to cover it. I think it's like $10 or $12 or something like that. It's not a lot, but I still want to make sure that everything is covered with that amount of money in there. And hey, ma'am, good to see you. Glad you're here. Impromptu for sure, right? Didn't know I was going to do this, but I've got a meeting later, so I may as well do it now. But anywho, we're going to jump in and make sure that we update all of the numbers. So I'm going to share my screen, just get on to it. Glad you're here. Thank you for being here. I'm going to jump in and share the screen. All right, very good. And then I'm actually going to, I need to write one number down. I got to remember it. Okay, I just need to remember one thing. Because if I don't remember it, it won't come out right. Okay. Very good. Okay, just want to make sure that I can see the comments. So, all right, here's the budget for the month, right? January, we've done pretty well. We've done extremely well. Okay, I did add in the last of the child support. I wasn't sure if I added it in, and I wanted to make sure that I did. Okay. I did get some Facebook money. It was like $41. Okay, let me make sure. Hey now, how are you? Okay, that was like 41. So let me see, 293, 41. So that's 4, 3, 5, 34, 27, 534. 27. Okay. All right. Perfect. And then that's all that is. Okay. So again, just going back to recap the whole budget for the month, $3,522.06. That is my paycheck. That's pretty standard every month, unless I get a supplement or a bonus or something like that. That's pretty standard. $938. So I got the last little bit of money in from child support is like $63 and some change, $64.58, $64.58. So I added that in. And then all of my one mom revenue added up together was, I did a sponsored video, YouTube income, Instagram, and then Facebook. So all of those together was $534.27. Without the sponsored video, it would have been $434.27, which is fine. It's better. It's more than we had, which is what Rachel said last time, because my income is way down. This next time is way down, but I haven't been posting videos, and that's just my life is so busy, y'all. If I could really just tell y'all all the things, and I just can't tell y'all all the things right now. I'm just all over the place with trying to get Jackson graduated and sister's working, and we're just all over right now, which leaves very little time for me to do anything other than run my kids around and do stuff for them. Then my unexpected blessings funds transferred. Okay, the $40 came in for the gift for the mortgage. $25 was for my savings account. $350 of those dollars was from my supplemental insurance. Hey, lovely. When I went to get my mammogram, look, if you got to go get your ninny squeeze, you may as well just get paid for it. So they will pay me what's called a wellness benefit to make sure that I keep up on my wellness checks. So they will pay me for a mammogram. They'll pay us for a pap. They'll pay us for, if you get blood work done, that includes like your that includes your A1C, and then, glucose. They'll give you so they're not giving you one for every one of those, but those are the tests that count in the wellness. So I've gotten my mammogram this year. I won't get another benefit until next year, but sister will go and get all of her wellness checks in July. And because she goes in July and I pay that supplement, I will file for her wellness and I will take that money. Yes, I will take it for me because I pay the premiums. I pay all of those. So when she wants to pay her own premium, she can have her own wellness benefit. And Jackson will go, I think, in September or October, and he'll get his yearly exam from last year. Oh, yes, I'm going to tell y'all about that in just a second. And so when Jackson goes to get his, I'll make sure he gets his yearly blood work done, because he doesn't get all those other girly things done, but they'll pay out for a blood work. So when we go to get his blood work done, that'll be another $350 that I can count. Also, I can count 5 doctor's office visits, because we started over in January. So for each doctor's office visit, they pay you $25. So I get up to 5 for $25. So all of it counts, and it's direct deposit into my account. And then we are going to put that into savings. So that gives me $5,459.33. Scrolling on down to see how we allocate those funds, $1,190 went into our mortgage. $154.04 went to the utilities. Our utilities is a little bit more for next month with all of this cold weather, and it is cold here today. If it rains now, we are for sure going to have ice. It rained this morning, but it cleared up. But it is going to be really, really cold here, about 20 degrees, I think Jackson said. And we're expected to get snow on Saturday and Sunday, because it's really going to be extra cold. So we are still keeping our heat pretty low. I keep it on 68. And I know that might seem a little bit low to people, but I can't afford for my utility bills to be way expensive. So we layer up, you put on your wool socks, and we all kind of congregate. We can all congregate in one room, and I have a little floor heater. So if, people are cold and whatever, we can just all be in here together. It all works out. The water bill was $71.54. My cell phone was $50. Internet was $55. Now I got a little scam thing on my phone. Y'all, these scammers are out here living their best life, but it's like, you're going to lose your half price discount if you don't click on this link. That is not what, no, the lady told me I have until October, and then I can call back and negotiate another price. No, ma'am, we're not about to be doing this. I'm not clicking on your little link, and you're blocked. So $55 for my internet, which is a blessing. Household repairs, I didn't put anything there. My recycling renewal, I have not done that yet, but I'm going to take that out of summer money. I know that's right. 10 degrees. Oh, Jesus, child. Y'all better get warm, because these temperatures are not playing. It's cold. Now I will have my 3 months pest spray, but I asked for that to be at the end of the month, because I'll get paid. I do have some money in there, but I don't have the full $85. So closer to payday, I'll have a little bit more that I can just put towards that. I still have 30 days to pay it off, but I like to pay it when they come that day. I want to pay it that day, right? That's how I try to roll. I really don't like things hanging over my head. I just don't like that. It makes me feel away. And so, yeah, that's what that is. My Roth IRA is $75. That comes out automatic draft. Then I had my gym, Jackson's Gym. I put $60 into my taxes, because of all the money that I got from YouTube was like 500 and something, or 400 and some 543. So that's 15%. I might have skipped something. I think it was that Facebook money. I forgot. Oh, Lord, 300,000 people. Oh my God, that is crazy. We praying in Jesus' name that they get that power back, because it is too cold to be out here not having no heat. And then people do, they're not thinking, trying to stay warm, and they bring those grills in the house, and it's just really bad. So, we'll be praying. Everybody on here, y'all pray for those people, especially, anybody who has lost power. It's too cold, and people have little kids and stuff like that. You can't cook. You can't. You just need what you need. And so we pray for the workers and everybody trying to restore the power and all of that in Jesus' name. Okay. Jackson got $50 to his high school fund, and then Netflix came out at $19.20. Scrolling on down. Okay. $208 was for groceries. I'm trying to make sure I didn't have any more that goes in there. $50 was for preps. Eating out was $46.44, and I actually had to eat out today, so I'm going to put that money as like another $14. So that's going to be $60.44 for eating out. Shakima does not have, first of all, I don't want to get fat again. And I know people's like, oh, you're not fat. Trust me. Y'all don't know the naked truth, honey. When I take off, never mind. I just do not. There's a certain amount of weight that I want to carry, and I don't want to carry any more than that. So for the next month, we're going to actually be doing some Whole 30 videos, because Alana and I are both doing a round of Whole 30, which is 30 days. And anybody that wants to join us, y'all feel free. So we're going to do a round of Whole 30. And I am actually taking some medication to help with my cravings. And so that's another thing that's been kind of going on over here. I'm just trying to maintain. I'm going to the gym like a crazy person, and I'm still not seeing any movement. And you can't spot lose weight, right? So my stomach is the area. It's nothing else. It bothers me. It's just this jiggle that happens, and I don't like to be jiggly. Okay. Personal care, I got my nails done and my toes done, $104.99. My birthday is coming up in 2 weeks. And so, yes, I'm getting my nails done again and my toes done again because it's going to be my birthday present to myself. Yes, I am. The P.O. box, I'm not worried about that because I just paid it. It's come due the 31st of this month, but I already paid it like a few days ago. Just so, oh, yes, ma'am. We're going to do some Whole 30 because sister and I got to get on it. Yes, indeed. So we are going to be doing a round and I'm going to film those. So hopefully they'll get some good views. Okay, moving down. Natural supplements I got for $65. I had to get another supplement too, but I had my my FSA card, my flexible benefit spending card, and it paid for that. Hey now, good to see you. Jackson got $200 this month in his miscellaneous account, his savings account. And then recreation, that was $42.50. I can't remember what I did, but I did something. I don't know. Gracie and Gwen. Okay, I got to put some more money in there because I did get them food and I got them a dental thing. I try to get one at least every month, but I got them a small bag of food and then I got them a dental thing. So I need to put some more money in that. $76 was a personal credit card payment, $200 for gas. My insurance, $170 went into that account. $819 is what I saved, paid in tithe and offering. And then $194.50 was what I paid to a different outreach ministry. $13 was blow money. $913. I'm still very excited about that. We were able to save this month $913. $350 of that came from, of course, that wellness benefit. But even without that, it's still a little bit over $500 that I was able to save without that additional. So next month, I'm going to make that my same goal is to do the 500. But if I can do more than that, that's going to help me out. The business expense, which it wasn't expense, I just moved that money over to the business account, was $179.81. That puts a total of $5,166.02. It says I have $293. That's not a thing. I have about $100 left, so I got to figure out where I forgot to put some money in somewhere. So let me go and see if I can put some money in for this week because I'm 100% positive that I forgot to put tithe in for last week. Where am I at? I'm on 26. Okay. Today is Monday, so I'm just going to put it in for Monday. So let me see. Where's the dogs? Okay. Eating out, I'm just going to say $14. It was $13 and some change, but $14 will round this out. Jackson didn't get any more money. The dogs got money. Okay, let me see. 23 more dollars for the dogs. That was their food. Might have been a little bit more than that. 23. This food was $22.99. Okay, so let's just say $30 because that'll include the dental things. Hey now, good to see y'all. Sliding on down. I had to pay another credit card thing, but I took that money out of my ministry account and just paid that off. That won't count. $5 went to tithe from that 41, and then that would have made that 250. What else did I do? Did I put any more money in savings? I don't think I did. So let's see what that gives me now. That'll give me a little bit less than what I started with, but I'm still $141 over. And I got to figure out what I did. There's some money missing somewhere. It's somewhere. Okay. Let me go back. This is why you always keep a good check on your now I don't owe anybody anything. I just don't remember what I forgot to write down. Because I'll be forgetting stuff. All right. It's not up here. Okay. All of that's pretty set bills. The P.O. box came out of a different account. Okay, $16. That came. Okay, I spent some extra money for the storm. So I spent extra money for the storm, right? What did I spend? There was some extra money that I spent for that doggone storm that we didn't even have. But anyway, I spent it. $16 for sure came out yesterday. And then let me see, what else did I buy? Did I spend another $25? Okay, I'm gonna put $25 more over here. I probably spent more than that. It's probably for that storm, and I just don't remember. And I did not write all my receipts down. I'm sure that's where the money came in because I had to buy extra water. We bought some extra like meat and cheese and all those types of things. I got a video coming out with the budget with the groceries that I bought on there, so you'll see it. It came from groceries. I'm almost positive. So that takes me down to $200. I still got to figure out where the extra 100 came from or where it went. I don't know right off the top of my head where it went, but it's somewhere in here, and I'll look for it and I'll update that for sure. But I have about $94 in my checking account right now. That's not going to include that. That does not take out my. I have a subscription to my Google Meet, and then I think all my other business expenses come out of the business. So I have one thing that comes out of here, but there's about $100 that I can't account for at the moment. I will go back and look at my bank, and then I will put it in. So that's kind of where we are for the budget at the moment. Now, here's some things. So Kathy asked me about the reimbursement. So I did check the portal, and according to the portal, the $200 that they owed me for the thing I did in August of 25 is in this next paycheck. So I looked up there, it was like 3,700 and some change, right? So I could tell that 200 was added because it's normally 3,500. So that $200 is added, but it's already spent. I have something already allocated for that. It's my birthday month, and I'm going to treat myself to something that's going to help me out for about 6-8 weeks. So I'm going to use that money to take care of that expense. But then y'all, so this weekend during the storm, right, I was sitting in here minding my business. It was Saturday. I'm sure it was Saturday. Maybe it was yesterday. Was it yesterday or Saturday or yesterday? I can't remember. I'm in here minding my business, and I am just sitting there with the kids. Me and Alana, we're watching a show, and because she was in here with me, we had the heater on and all things. I'm watching a show, minding my business, and I start taking my tongue, and I was just rubbing it against the back of my teeth. And y'all, I noticed that one of my teeth is chipped. It feels like, how if you run your tongue over your teeth, it feels really smooth like that. It's all jagged. Now you can't see it. You can't see it. If you're just looking at me like this, or I can't really see it. I have to get really close. But right back, this tooth right here, right in the front is cracked. It's chipped. And it feels like there's a hole in the top of it. And that feels like I can put my tongue through there. So I know I got to go to the dentist. I called today. They did not respond. I left a message. I'm going to call again tomorrow. It may have to get a crown on that tooth because I don't think that they can fix it the way it is. And you can almost, like me looking in the mirror, I can see where I can see one little piece is still hanging up there, but it chipped off all the other side. So I know that I'm going to have to get that fixed. My most sincere concern or immediate concern is I'm going to have to take that money out of my savings. I don't want to take that money out of my savings. I do still have money on my flexible spending card so far. So fingers crossed that it will not be a real expensive fix. But I didn't do anything. I didn't eat anything. I didn't smack into it with a cup or anything like that. I don't know if it's just my enamel was weak or whatever the case is, but I do know that tooth is chipped, and I can't leave it like that because if food gets stuck down there, I know it's going to cause problems in the gums because it's like a little minor little sliver of a hole in the top of my tooth, and I just noticed it this week. A friend of mine was like, "How you chip your tooth?" I don't know. I didn't do anything. All I did was sit in that chair. So that's one thing that I know I'm going to have to take care of. I tried to get in today. They did not respond. So hopefully tomorrow or sometime this week, I can get in and at least see what the damage is going to be and then take care of it. I also we're now collecting all of our tax information. I noticed on one of my givings, like not my main tithe, but the category down where I do additional offering, I gave $6,500 and some dollars just in that offering. And that's only 5% of my income. So that means that my tithe regularly should be over $12,000, which means I can write off, because I do write off my giving on my taxes. Some people don't. I do almost $13,000, or I mean almost 18,000, almost $19,000 off my taxes, which will take a huge chunk off, which will put me in a lower tax bracket prayerfully, right? So that's going to help me out in the long run, because I didn't make a whole bunch in social media this time. It's been a couple years that I just haven't made a ton, and that's just the way that the algorithm is. And here's what they're doing too. So I noticed I've done one video. Is my very first video series of the healthy challenge, right? The 31 days of healthy challenge. That video got almost 100,000 views on Facebook. But for 100,000 views, I think I might have made $10 for almost 100,000 views. So when that video went viral, they dropped me out of the algorithm, because my other videos in that same series, 2,000, 1,000, 345, they're now so smart that when you have something that goes viral, they drop you out of the algorithm. It's the same thing that's happening on this platform as well. I was looking at a really big YouTuber, like 1.13 million subscribers, and he was letting go of his staff because he's like, we're not getting the views we used to get. And he said all of his friends who are in that big number of category they're used to getting 200,000 views. They're getting 2,000 views. So you go from 200,000 views to 2,000 views. That totally changes your earning potential. Where you are earning 6 figures a month, you're now down to regular people pay. Like, so if you at regular people pay, we definitely not making nothing out here on our smaller channels. But I have gained some subscribers, so that helps. And then the more that I put out as far as videos will help. I have a series that I'm sitting on right now that I can't really put out there yet, but I'm gonna put it out there real soon, and hopefully that will, garner some more attention. But what I've learned over the years in social media is the more crass it is, the more filthy it is, the more nasty it is. People want that kind of stuff, and I just don't have that. I don't have that content. I don't have the wherewithal to do that kind of stuff. I don't want to just do clickbait. I just tell you my real life and what's going on, and hope that is good enough for people. And y'all that are very, very loyal, I appreciate every view, every click, every like, every share. I appreciate all of that. But again, I have not had a ton of time because I've just had some other stuff going on, and then trying to get into the gym. So I'm doing like a 30 to 40 minute video, strength training video, and then I do 45 minutes on a treadmill. So that puts me in the gym for an extra hour and a half to 2 hours, which I wasn't doing that before. And so that's taking up a ton of my time. Alana's having a birthday on Friday, and so I'm gonna have to get sister a gift. So I'll put that in my gifts category for February, because I'm gonna get her a gift. The kids will chip in as well. And then my birthday is the next Friday, the next Thursday. No, Alana's birthday is the 29th. That's Thursday. And then my birthday is the next Thursday, because she was almost born on my birthday. She was born 3 weeks early, almost 4 weeks early. But so I'm going to try to do something for her, something really nice that she would like. So there are going to be few more expenses in there, but I do have that extra 100 and after tax about $170, which is going to pay for what I need to pay for. Jackson won't get as much savings because he has been working a little bit more these past couple weeks. So he won't need me to bolster his savings. He's trying to save for a car. He is doing an internship this semester with his school. And for 4 months, they're going to pay him $1,200. So he won't get that, though, until the end of the school year. And then thank you so much. I think we have decided that he's going to try the community college first, because I just don't feel comfortable sending him off to school because he's still very young. Like he won't be 17 until April 30th, May 1st, right? He won't turn 17. Most kids are either 17 going into 18 when they just go to college. Jackson's a whole year early. So for him, it's better for us to do the community college, but they have a program that aligns with the college he wants to go to. So he's able to take college classes at the community college that will transfer over to his college that he wants to be. He'll actually be a student at that college, but he's taking just some of those beginning classes at the community. So that's going to work out. He has to have a car, so he's got to work. And so hopefully by the end of the summer, we will have enough saved up for him to at least get a decent car. If I have to, I'll give him my car and then I'll go buy a car and I'll just take the payments. I don't want to have payments. I don't want him to have payments. But if somebody got to pay it, I'd rather it be me than him, because his work is not steady. It's not stable. He could work this week and then not work for 2 weeks. So it's not steady. He won't be able to do a car payment. So with that being said, if I need to borrow money, what I will do is go to the credit union. I'll do a loan at the credit union because I can get better rate than I would get it at the dealership. And then I would just purchase a car that is whatever that loan amount is. I'm not going over that, but I'd purchase for that loan amount. And then I just have to work it off, right? And one thing I think that I can do, if that comes to that, is when I get that summer money, I can just take a big chunk of that and chunk it towards it. I know I have other things planned for it, but I can adjust, right? I can go back to taking out money for groceries if I need to. But I have a collective about $8,000 in the summer that I don't typically have. I typically have about $4,000. So it's an extra $4,000 that I will have to allocate. $1,000 of that would be for groceries. And then everything else will come out of for sinking funds and all those types of things. So I'm going to prepay sinking funds in the summer for the whole next year is what I'm going to do to keep all that together. But if I have to, again, I'll just take some money from there and just start working on a payment plan for a new vehicle if I have to get a new car. I'm not going to make him have a car payment. He will only be 17 years old. He can't even get a loan, right? So, and hopefully his dad did some for Alana, so maybe he will do some for Jackson as well. I mean, he did Alana really well. So hopefully he will keep that same energy when it's time for Jackson to get a car. And Sister paid her car in cash. So it all worked out really well. We're going to keep this momentum going. Today, I did something very interesting that I did not want to do, and I still don't want to do it, but I had an appointment today for estate planning. I will be very soon doing my will and my power of attorneys and all those types of things that need to be done because I am getting older. I'll be 50 on my birthday. I don't plan to leave this planet for another 50 years, but if something should happen, I want to make sure that I have in writing for my children what I want to happen for them. I do have 401ks. I have insurance. I have all of those types of things, but I want to make sure that my children are taken care of. And that's one of the things that I don't like to think about is estate planning, but it has to be thought about. And so with that being said, I had an appointment with a lawyer today. It was just a free consultation. I didn't have to pay anything. And when I decide what it is I want to do, my daughter, Shamika, is gifting me the fee. So whatever, if I want to do a trust, she's going to pay that fee. Or if I just want to do the will, she's going to pay that fee. That's my Christmas present, my birthday present, all wrapped up in one. She doesn't care how much it costs. She's just going to pay for it, which I appreciate. So I told him to give me a couple days, let me think about it, discuss it with my kids, and then I'll make a decision maybe by the end of the week, and I'll get with him for next week, and we will get that all situated. So if you don't have something like that, your wishes in writing, go ahead and try to, think about that. It's not my most pleasant thought because that just means I'm gonna be dead. But I don't want my kids to stress out over it. Everything is being split between the 4 kids. I don't dislike any of my children. None of them are out of the will. Everybody's in the will. So it was split equally among the 4 children. At this point, since it's just us, right? When I get married, I will factor in a spouse, but right now that's not a big thing. It's just the kids. So that's kind of where I am and where the budget is. We've done very well this month. I was so pleased with that $913. It just blew my mind that I was able to save that money. But here's what I didn't do. I didn't go to the Goodwill. Oh, and my Poshmark closet. This weekend, I'm going to try really hard to put some more stuff in there. I did get one offer on one pair of shoes right now, but I forgot to go and accept the offer. So I don't know if it's even still there. So I do want to get moving on that a little bit because I did have somebody to offer, and it was a pretty decent offer on a pair of new shoes that I got for $3. So if I can I'm charging $40. If they offered $40 and I only paid $3, that's a pretty good, decent amount that I can make off that one pair of shoes because I got them from the Goodwill, but they were brand new. So again, I've got to work those corners, those little things that I'm good at to be able to make some extra income. I'm going to do some kind of way. I'm gonna make some extra income in this house so that we're not worried and concerned. Like I'm thinking, okay, it can't get any more cold, because if it gets more cold, then they'll charge more on the utilities, and we can't really pay more on the utilities. Now, somebody would say, well, why don't you make Alana pay the utilities? Here's my thing, and it might be different at your house. When I was young, I had to work to help my mother pay for the expenses. I do not want my children to have to work to help me pay for expenses. I can take care of the base stuff. Now, she does buy her own groceries. We did establish that last year. So she does buy her own groceries. And Jackson even will buy his own groceries. But I still do buy the main groceries for the house. So when I'm doing a smaller budget, don't worry, because sister's buying her own food. She buys because she works and she wants what she wants that I'm not going to buy. So she buys her own stuff. So when you just see a little bit of money, it's just me trying to cover the basic things, but they tend to buy whatever they want. But I will not, if I can help it, have my children paying the expenses because I can't afford it. My escrow is coming back around March. I hope that I met what I was supposed to meet, and my payment will go down a little bit more. I don't know how to meet it last time, but that's why the payment had increased from the 900 and something. It went up to 1100, but hopefully we met all that we needed. But of course they done put another bond and all this other stuff. So, that adds in, right? It's the best we can do. So prayerfully, and then prayerfully, when I do my taxes, I usually send that stuff about mid-February. And last year, I actually got back federal taxes the first time in forever. I actually got back federal taxes. I still had to pay North Carolina, but I did get a little bit back from federal. Whatever I get back from federal, if I do, or whatever I get back from any taxes, is going to then go into the savings account. I do have that tax money there because I know I may have to pay something. And so whatever I end up not having to use to pay off North Carolina, because they're the ones who be coming for you, that will then go into the savings. So anything that I have extra is just going to be dumped into that savings account, because I'm very, very serious about saving the amount of money I want to save. So anywho, there it is, y'all. All the things for the month. Again, I'm $100 off somewhere, but I'll figure out where it went. But we still have about $94 in the account, and life is good. Everything that needed to be paid is paid. I don't have any outstanding bills. The dogs have food. They got their medicines. I did pay for their medicines. So we're all living our best life. Again, a couple birthdays coming up. I know Alana's taking me out for my birthday. We're going to, her brother's doing the food for her birthday. So I don't have to do anything except a gift. And then the older kids are going to chip in for the gift for her. So, we recycle money around here. They're like, why do I have to give you money and you just gonna give it right back? So maybe we should not give anybody any money. That's Jackson. He ain't trying to get up off his coins, but whatever. So anywho, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I appreciate everything you do. I'm not asking you to watch any more videos than what you watch. I appreciate that you do watch. I will be, of course, I probably would get more views if I filmed these videos, but I don't have time to film. That's just been the issue with the budget videos. I don't have time to film them. This works the easiest for me. I probably get way more views if I did them like I used to do them before. This is the best way I know how to do it right now with my time. Anywho, thank y'all so much for stopping by. Like the video, share, subscribe, and all the things. And we will see you guys next time. If you're joining me for the Love Dare, today is we're prepping for 22, but that's going to be on my other channel. So if you haven't subscribed over there and you're into all the things, the Lord and Jesus and everything, go subscribe for me. I'm trying to get into the pay program, but I'm still about 800 subscribers short. That's fine. I'm just working it as I can, best as I can. Anywho, love you guys, and I'll see y'all the next time.